welcome back to a new episode of Tales of Friends. Bet you haven't heard that name for a long, long time. For 4 years.
It's been 4 fucking years.
Yes, the last episode I ever posted up was 2020.
Jesus Christ.
The pandemic. Let's call it the pandemic era. That's basically what it's called.
You took the word right out of my mouth, man.
I'm sorry, people. We just lost our shit. Just call it the pandemic era.
Okay.
Let's call it the pandemic era.
Oh shit, we're still playing.
Anything before this episode, it's basically called the pandemic era. Basically,
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Back then, you couldn't say COVID back in the day. That day, you could not say COVID back in the day on YouTube.
I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that stupid shit.
Yes, you couldn't say COVID on YouTube for a bit. For a while.
I mean,
all right. So let's get that out of the way. The interesting intro. All right. So my name is Tails, and here is.
Okay, who wants to go first? Because I got a whole thing. I got a whole spiel I got to go through.
All right. So we got. My name's Tails. You can call me Omar. We have Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. Hi, I'm Morgan. Hi, I'm Morgan, also known as Momo the Cyber Bunny on Twitch, and Morgan Mills 1994 on Twitter and Blue Sky. Nice to meet everybody. I made an entire persona on Twitch that you can tell if you can't tell. All right, go ahead.
We have
Fan guy. My name's Aggie. Indeed.
You're kind of muffled, doggy.
I am? Can you hear me now?
Close enough, yeah.
Alright. Okay, let me do that again. I'm Aggie, but you can call me Kai and Tai fan. Indeed. Whoa,
okay. Alright, guys, so we introduce each other. So first things first, before we get to our program, let's do a thing for a segment where we introduce ourselves. So I guess who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first since mine's gonna take a bit. Hi, I'm Morgan, also known as Momo the Cyber Bunny on Twitch, and Morgan Mills 1994 on Twitter and Blue Sky. Nice to meet everybody. I do Twitch streaming every so often, but I'm also kind of dabbling into feminine dominatrixing or fendom. And I'm also kind of in the adult entertainment section of my life.
Nice
Indeed.
And who wants to go up?
I'll do it.
All
right. My name's Eddie, and you can call me Kai and Tai fan. I like. All right, let me do it again. I'm Aggie, but you can call me Kai and Tai fan. My favorite sport is professional wrestling. I like anime, and I also like to watch horror films, hang out with friends, and do a lot of other shit. Indeed.
Cool.
Okay. And here it goes. Your host. Basically, Morgan's hosting on the Twitch. I'm basically the host for, and you get it's. I'll get to details, but let me just start with my proto. Hi, my name is Tails. My name is Omar. You can call me Tails the Fox. I go by either one. Usually, my favorite wrestler is Eddie Guerrero. Favorite anime is the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. And then my favorite video game will have to be. I have multiple video games, but usually I'll say Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for now to keep it one game out. And what I like to do is I like to draw from time to time. I do what's it called? Draw. I podcast host I'm returning back to, and I'm an usher at my local church. Usually every Sunday I go help out. and then and these two guys, Kai Tai fan and Morgan. I know these two know these two for a while. Morgan from high school, and Kai Tai from got introduced me by from other fans from my other friends.
Yep.
Who introduced
Indeed.
So we all here. Yeah. So basically, that's basically what we do. We just do. We have to do. If you want a reminder, we just usually do for segments. You usually do 3 segments. We do anime, video games, and wrestling. Because for me, all those 3 are basically my life, and they're all intertwined one way or the other. Believe it or not.
Right.
Yep.
Believe it or not, they're all intertwined. They're all forms of entertainment. They're all forms of a way to chill out, relax, enjoy, give out good stories, give out entertainment for the whole for everyone of all ages, basically.
Yep.
Matter from kid to adult, it's always there for me, basically. All right, so to start this off, let's go into our anime section today, and this one is a really big, very personal thing for a lot of us, for a lot of people around the world. So today, so we're gonna talk about last month. One of the greats of all time for anime and manga, Akira Toriyama, passed away on March 1st of last month. One of the biggest and saddest things it was basically we were like, we didn't know if he passed away until like a week later, until they announced it.
Wow.
Which was very sad. My younger brother told me about it. I was playing video games, and when he told me about it, like, I was like pretty much like crying, like, bro, like, what?
Oh my God, me same here, bro. I mean, I like felt numb, and I was like, oh my God. I'm like, no.
No, I just
Man.
got, it was like late at night, like around 10 or 9 or somewhere around there, that they announced that my time in Central Time, around my time. So he died from like, I think something called, if I remember correctly, it was what was it? Is it acute subdural basically what that is. Sorry I pronounced that, or you could call it SDH for short.
Okay.
Basically what it is was something in your brain. You're bleeding. Basically what one of the what's it called, the veins on your brain that holds together your brain. Usually I think it just ripped and you start bleeding from inside.
Oh.
Yes. Basically, you usually get those from brain injuries. Basically, that's where that's why a lot of people need to watch out for the head, because usually with your head they cause concussions and all, you know what I'm saying, all that sort of stuff. So basically, he was dying from like a disease where his brain was like blood was coming from his brain, bleeding from inside. Yeah.
So it was basically like an aneurysm or something.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. It's basically, it was like. Go ahead, Augie.
It was like really sad. I was like really shocked about the whole world. I even made like a Piccolo. You know how I actually made like I actually posted a video of Piccolo dying, and I posted on the video saying my reaction to Akira Toriyama passing away. You know, and like Joan's like, "Don't leave us," and then he screams and stuff like that. You know what I mean, guys?
Right, I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yes. It was really sad. A lot of people were really sad about that. Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
really,
mean,
really sad about that.
even in Mexico, people heard the news and they have like a full blown parade dedicated to him. And I
Damn.
even saw some guy making balloons out of Goku. You know,
Damn.
in Mexico. Because you know how in Mexico, like everybody loves Dragon Ball Z in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know that, right, Omar?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, to a point where they even had like a whole thing for like the final episode for Dragon Ball, a whole
Oh
watch
wow.
party, like a really huge watch party.
Oh my God, yeah. But the question is, um, what's going to happen to the Black Frieza arc?
Right.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff.
yeah, because I know that was planned. I don't know if it's going to be canceled. Or, I mean, is Shueisha going to still
I
go
don't know.
on with it? Or not?
It's basically right now. It's indefinite right now, so we don't know what it is. We don't know if
Oh yeah,
his understudy who's drawing the Dragon Ball's going to do it, or
Right.
that. A
yeah,
lot of people reacted to the point like manga authors, other manga authors,
yeah.
including One Piece. One Piece reacted to
Demon
it.
Slayer,
Right.
The Korean
Slayer,
Naruto. The Korean Naruto
Attack on Titan,
reacted to it. Wrote
Attack on Titan.
wrote something about Toriyama. What's it called? The creator of Hunter X Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, wrote
Oh
something
shit!
about him as well. Even the Japanese voice
Even
actress from Goku wrote
Masako Nagawa?
something about her. Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Even
So basically, they're all like some of the manga creators, including like I think Oda, like in Naruto, they say they're like students for him. They were grateful for him because they were all like working the some Shaman
oh
Jump,
my
if I remember
god!
correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Oh.
all in the
Mhm.
because they're all working together and all that.
Yeah. And
And
also,
they grew up admiring him and all that. It's really really sad. And I
you
remember
know
the
who?
Japanese voice actress for Goku.
Right.
I remember Toriyama told like go take care of Goku for me and all that and everything. And she felt something after he passed away and all that. She felt like really sad about it, and then she said, "I
Oh my
guess I'm
god!
like." She said she will take care of Goku. That was like years before like his death or anything. He said that to her and all that.
Man,
It was
that
really
was a
sad. Like it was
yeah. He said,
really
if anything
sad.
happens to me, take care of Goku
Oh
for
wow.
me, please. If I descend to
Like
the
go
other
take care of
world,
Goku because she's like because the thing is though like her and Goku are like 1 in 20. It's like it's when like how you say like an actor and a character like when you're so with the character so long it becomes with it the character becomes you. I don't know how to
Right.
explain it.
yeah.
No, I get
Well,
it.
It's
well,
like with wrestlers like when they say like their personas or whatever like it just become one of them.
So when
Just
does
become
when
one
does
with
the
them.
person become the character? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, the person like is one with the character and spiritually
well,
one way or the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
yeah.
what you're
One way or the
Well,
saying.
other.
well,
Yeah, so that's how I
Masako,
explain it.
Masako Nagawa did not only voice Goku, she also voiced Goten, Gohan, Bardock, Goku Black, and Turles. I don't know if you guys knew
Yes.
that.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Jan. Wow.
Yeah,
yeah.
she voiced a lot of them. I remember she she
I
voiced
think
like
so.
Goku like she voiced Goku for so long since Dragon Ball, since like like Dragon Ball. Like I'm not talking about like the whole series, I'm talking about the Dragon Ball where Goku was a kid, like
Right,
during the
right.
beginning of yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And hell, even Jackie Chan even paid tribute to Akira Toriyama as well.
Right.
Yes, yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
I remember one of his movies. He dressed up as um, he dressed up as a Raleigh in one of the movies.
Really?
Who, Jackie Chan?
He dressed up as a Raleigh in one of the movies. Just like disguised himself as a Raleigh in a costume. Yeah, one of his movies. I don't know which one it is, but it's on there.
Right.
Oh, it can't
It's
be
on
the
there.
Karate Kid. It cannot be the Karate Kid with
No, it cannot be Karate Kid. No, it's not Karate Kid. It's
Yeah.
one of
no,
his
no, 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 no.
or older movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, all the stuff he done, like here's some of the stuff he made. Like he has made Doctor Slump before Dragon Ball. he made Doctor Slump, and that's where he got him to become this. To become this, he got Doctor Slump, and then he worked on Dragon Ball. Without Doctor Slump, Dragon Ball would not exist. And I think a lot of people, if you ask a lot of people, what's Doctor Slump or whatever, it's like the thing is, though, I feel like a lot of people should start knowing about Doctor Slump and stuff. I feel like, how do I say this, Morgan? I feel like Doctor Slump is very underrated in the U.S. Very under. It's like there's not a lot of Doctor Slump.
No, I get it. It's definitely a thing.
I think it's because it wasn't popular. I think it wasn't popular in America back then before Dragon Ball. Because I think Dragon Ball was.
It's not like it's popular now. There's no like streaming services whatsoever that's streaming in the U.S. None of that.
Yeah, no. I think the only place you might be able to find it is Retro Crush, but I have to look at it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look at it.
YouTube. Or YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, he started for Dragon. He also wrote some one-shot stories as well. One-shot manga, one-shot stories as well. Some include Pink, Gogo Akmen, Kawa, Kaichinka, I think. Sandland, which he has a game. We're gonna talk about that in the next Sandland, which is a war manga, which we're gonna talk about that in the next section. And Jacko, the Galactic Patrolman, which is based on like the character Jacko in the Dragon Ball Super series that does patrol stuff. Like it's basically a galactic space officer, basically what it is.
Has
his own, yeah. And Super, he was like that alien space officer or whatever.
Jacko.
Yeah. And then not only that, he also designed for one of the most iconic game series. He designed characters did art for Dragon Quest. For the Dragon Quest series. Dragon Quest, yep.
Really?
One of the most popular RPGs of all time, basically. And then let's not forget he did the art for Chrono Trigger. One of the classics. He did one for the Blue Dragon that came on the Xbox 360. You remember that, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some other Dragon Ball games he did too as well, which just like he wasn't only just for like doing design, he did design for like video games and all that. So it's just to show the proof, like he wasn't just for manga, he's just for anime. He's basically around us.
He was like an icon, a legend.
Yeah, legend. Yeah. So basically, some of the earlier works he done for like stuff. Some of these stuff could be found in the Akira Toriyama's manga feeder. Some of the stories like Pink, Gogo Akmen, Kawa, and then Kaiji, and then Kajika. That's what it's called. They could be found. Some of these early work could be found in the Akira Toriyama manga feeder. Luckily, for those who want to see, it's for those who want to read some of these earlier works. If you if you get the Viz Media version of the thing, the hardcover book, it has all 3 volumes of it. So
holy shit! How do you do that? It has
all 3 volumes of it at a good price. Usually for a good price. Has all 3 volumes of Akira Toriyama's. So if you want to read some of his early work, his one-shot stories and all that, they're there. All of them are there.
You got me. I'm interested. I'm gonna read his early work.
You can look it up. It usually doesn't cost that much. The most I've seen it for is probably like $30. That's not that much. It's three volumes. All 3 volumes, basically. You know how much is a volume of manga these days? Like around $12 to $13.
Probably more than that. Probably like 15 maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So give that a shot.
Yeah.
Give that a shot. So yeah. So basically, now let's talk about like how. All right. So let's talk about importance. Like without Akira Toriyama, there's no Dragon Ball. Without Dragon Ball, what's anime without Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
What is it?
I know you got
the reason why.
I
Go
know
ahead.
Warner Brothers Animation professional Attack on Titan Demon Slayer, but none are more memorable than Dragon Ball Z. Than Dragon Ball. Those
You
had some
can't.
iconic moments. What?
Go ahead.
Like, even if it had filler, like the Garlic Jr. saga, or like the other World Tournament saga, those were icons. You know? You know what I mean, guys?
Go ahead, Morgan. Yeah, I hear you.
I
Like,
I mean yeah, no, hold on. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, where he's a legendary, like, now I'm specifically, you can't just say Dragon Ball, nothing is anime without Dragon Ball, because there's a lot more going on than that. On the other hand, you can say that Shonens, on the other hand, are very specifically are nothing without Dragon Ball. Because you don't really have a shonen manga without Dragon Ball. It's
yeah.
like the part of it's the one big one of the trio of shonen, along with Bleach and Naruto of our time. You know?
Yes. Yeah, I think without Dragon Ball for the US, and we would be getting so much anime. I feel like without Dragon Ball, like I don't know how
No,
anime
in the
would be like.
US, definitely there would have at best you would have had to wait until 2000 for Gundam, or at least if you're looking for shoujo anime, you got Sailor Moon and whatever happened with Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yeah, it's like
Sorry.
it's basically what it's like. I feel like anime was still gonna be big no matter what, but I feel like it wouldn't got into. It would take a lot longer for the US without Dragon Ball. If Dragon Ball,
Right.
it would take a lot longer for the US to get because
I
Dragon
know.
Ball is the reason why. Dragon Ball is the reason why we had Pokemon as the anime. We had Yu-Gi-Oh the anime basically too as well.
At least in terms of dubs, I get where you're coming from.
Thus,
Yeah.
and then we had
Oh, no.
Sailor Moon coming around. We had Gundam. Trust me,
Gundam.
Gundam around
And
too.
you
As
also
well.
have, like,
Tsunami, basically Tsunami. Think about it, Tsunami as well.
you even have, like, this show called Tenchi Muyo. You ever heard of that show?
Oh my god, don't shut up
that's
about
true, yeah.
Tenchi Muyo. I cannot do not talk to me about
Why,
Tenchi
Morgan? You
Muyo.
love it?
I love it, and it's just one of those anime that I cannot, like, oh god damn it. Cannot,
Stop talking
like,
about it.
not
I
stop,
remember
like,
watching.
people will talk about it, and I don't remember a goddamn thing except the love triangle. That was
Oh,
the
yeah,
only
because
thing I
Isn't it more like
specifically
a-
remember.
yeah.
Isn't it more like
Wait,
a harem at the end or something?
It might as
like
well be. It might as well be.
Uh-huh.
Do I
Yeah.
have anything?
Yeah, we might have to start watching that.
It's
At some
really
point.
good. Why is God?
Yeah, but I mean,
Electric.
Yes.
I actually own,
But
like,
other than that, though, like
Yeah.
it's just I can't imagine the whole anime scene without Dragon Ball,
Of course you can.
especially
the
shonen
anime
anime.
universe
The
was anything.
impact on the anime in West.
Right.
Oh my god! Even like in the even in the southeast, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I get where you're coming from, especially in the Malaysia where there's so many weird in Malaysia, Mexico. There's a whole bunch of like. I get where you're coming from.
China? No, I don't know if China's like very big on anime, you know?
Oh, China definitely is.
Oh yeah.
China definitely is. They might. China is definitely
Even Korea.
on the Asian
even
countries.
Korea.
It is big.
It's
Yeah.
probably the biggest country in the entire world. If you
Yeah.
think, yeah.
But in all seriousness,
So, yeah,
dude, without Akira Toriyama, there is no Dragon Ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Why does he also have a camera? God damn it. Switching over. Sorry, I'm playing
Yeah.
Pokemon while we're doing this.
So basically, the influence of Toriyama is really huge. I mean, really huge. A lot of these animes, if you think about it, a lot of these mangas and animes would not exist without Toriyama. Because think about it, Naruto was inspired. Hunter x Hunter was inspired with the creator of
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter. And the Yu Hakusho was inspired from him. So
Right.
was the One Piece creator too. Trust me,
Yeah.
those are some of the biggest shonen anime out there. Even
What about
Bleach too as
Luke
well.
on the third? What about Luke on the
I
third?
think Lupin the Third. I think that existed before Dragon Ball. Was it or Morgan? Can you
What's the anime?
Lupin the Third?
Lupin the Third came out in 1979 no, hold on. I think it's 1969. Give me a sec. Yeah, it's definitely before Dragon Ball. I just need to know what exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely before Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Because it came out. No, it's 1969 because I remember this specifically because the first animated movie came out in 1978.
Yeah, so it was before Dragon Ball. It was before
1967 for Lupin the Third. That would have been August 10th. In manga weekly manga action.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah. So, but don't think we don't think we just. I think the creator.
I specifically remember I was watching a video from a thing specifically talking about how the first Lupin movie was is the first anime Lupin movie, first full length feature film was back all the way in 1978 for Mystery Amamo, also known as Secret of Lupin versus the Clone. I know. I'm one of those people that loves Lupin the Third quite a bit. There's a whole channel on it in specifically on Pluto TV, which is actually pretty cool.
Yes, that's why I had to tell Morgan because Lupin the Third existed before Dragon Ball Z. So it's the
closest.
Just let you know.
Yeah, no, I was saying that.
But don't think Lupin the Third is not influential. If Lupin the Third was influential,
no, it is completely influential. It's part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
No.
God, I'm gonna die of this fucking Pokemon thing, aren't I? God damn it.
Well,
pretty much.
Wait,
yeah,
didn't the voice actor of Frida also take tribute to Akira Toriyama?
What happened?
Didn't the voice actor of Frida pay tribute to Akira Toriyama?
I think you might have said something too as well. Yeah. Or was it Vegeta did too? There's a lot of people we can't go through. Like, there's a lot of people who gave tribute to. We can't go. There's so much we can't even go through. Including the English voice actor for Vegeta said something.
Right.
Yeah, all those guys.
Even I think Goku. Yeah. Even the English voices for Goku as well. I think a lot of people are saying that. It's because the thing is though, it's because without Akira Toriyama, there's basically a lot of people like said I probably wouldn't have got my big role. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't get that big role. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have that big role that supported me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's true. He helped start a lot of people's. He helped a lot of people's start voice actors career start up because of Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically without that. So basically, let's go. Name one moment from. We were saying I told everyone name one moment from one of Akira Toriyama's work that's your favorite moment from one of Akira Toriyama's works.
I'll go first. I honestly like when part of the first time Goku participated in the Budokai Tenkaichi is after the time skip. So when specifically when he was fighting Anonymous, also known as Chi-Chi. I remember watching that, and then they ask him, and it's a really cool thing. Oh God, that's gonna suck, isn't it? But yeah, there's a really cool thing about it if you go through and play playing charge and bag. But like, there's a whole even if you don't like, and then if we're talking Dragon Ball Z, I'm one of those suckers for the Majin Buu saga. I don't know why. I love Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh Jesus! All right.
Right. So, you want to go next?
Okay. This may not be from the from after the Freeze battle. But this is like a filler version of Dragon Ball. I think this is like when Golden Jr. returns from the dead zone and he turns all of humanity into demons. And the only one who's there is Goku's son Gohan to save the Earth. You know, anybody remember that part?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Okay,
Akira Toriyama did a fantastic job with that. And also, I also like how he turned through the gold. That's amazing.
yes.
I mean, Akira Toriyama was actually one of the smartest people ever to come up with Dragon Ball.
One of the most creative ones. One of the most creative.
Yeah, creative.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, for me, when Goku was facing Kid Buu, the like the final version when like he's super small, whatever.
Yeah.
Vegeta,
Mm-hmm.
the thing what got me to my eyes when Vegeta admitted to everyone and said to himself, like in front of like the camera, like just like he said to himself, like Kakarot is better than me. It shows to prove like it shows to prove that. It shows to prove of Vegeta's character development throughout Dragon Ball Z. Showed how much he grew as a person. To a point where Vegeta, someone who's very prideful, admits that Goku is better than him.
Yeah. Like his line was
that Goku is better than him.
Yeah, he's like, you're better than me, Kakarot. You're one of the best. Because during the entire series, Vegeta always wanted to prove that he was better than Goku. But Goku was always one step ahead of him.
Yes, and it really shows Vegeta's character arc. He was fucking evil. He was a fucking evil person. He didn't give a fuck about anyone. He killed his like partner Nappa.
Oh yeah.
He killed. He was evil. He didn't care about anyone but himself, basically, because he was the Prince of all Saints.
Right.
Yeah, but over time he got with Bulma. He has a son named Trunks.
Oh, a guy named Bulma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got with Bulma. Had a son with her named Trunks.
Yeah.
And after that, he started to become a better person. Whether he likes to admit it or not, he's a Tsunade. He's kind of a Tsunade at this point. Like
it's like Asuka.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, I'm still talking about yes. But you know what I'm talking about. He is like that. He doesn't show like his feelings, like he cares, but he actually does care. Yes. So basically, when he says, okay, go ahead.
The one thing that always gets me when Goku messed up in front of Vegeta, he's like, now you've done it, you clown. Or he's like, what's the matter, clown? You remember that line from the original Dragon Ball? I'm not talking about Kai. I'm talking about the original Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, it just shows the character development. I like the character development of Vegeta. It just showed how much. And the thing is though, what got me so like it's the point like Krillin was about to kill Vegeta. You remember the Saiyan saga? He was about to kill Vegeta, but Goku was like, no, let him go. Yeah, Goku stopped him. Like, let's let him go. You're not better. Let him go. If he does something again, we'll stop him again. But because remember how Goku changed, how he changed Tien. Tien had changed. Piccolo has changed, and now Vegeta. And then the androids changed as well. Don't forget about that as well.
Yeah.
So it just shows to prove that it just shows to prove that anyone can change. Basically, anyone could grow to a better person. That what really gets to me. Like it just shows how much he grown. It really, really shown.
Goku technically did not change the androids. That was Krillin. That was Krillin that changed the android. Because
Yeah,
Krillin
yeah,
is
you know, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. With Krillin, yeah, he was actually one of the people who were successful and like to say, I can change her. You know that meme, Morgan.
Yeah.
I can
Like-
change him. I can change her. Yeah, yeah. He's the one person who actually did do it though.
Yeah.
Successful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you know the meme. I could change her. I swear. I could
Right.
change him. I swear. Yeah, you know the meme.
I know.
Yeah.
I can change him. I
Yeah.
swear.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, yeah. Basically, that's one of the most important. That's what I like about this. Is like it just shows that people could change over time. It's just one of the things I think
Right.
that a lot of people miss about Dragon Ball. Like people could change over time. People could change over time. That's really even Majin Buu changed after a while. That was because of Mr. Satan.
Yep. Hercule Satan.
Hercule
Yeah.
Satan. Yep.
Yep.
Basically, I'm telling you, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just
It wasn't just Goku. It was like Gohan, Krillin, Mr. Satan, Vegeta. Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, yeah, it's really tough. So yeah, so we here at Tales of Fans wanna thank Akira Toriyama for everything he has done, and he will
Yep.
forever be remembered as one of the best mangas of all time. Period.
And one of the
Without him,
greatest of all time.
without him,
Without him,
we'll
Where
probably not
would
be
the
talking about
shonen
anime.
genre be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean John will be without him. Yeah, basically. So yeah, so
Rest in peace,
Chris.
Akira Toriyama.
Rest in peace.
Hold on,
Rest in
guys.
peace, brother.
Give me like 2 seconds.
All right. Before we start, our next segment is going to be the video game section, which Morgan's going to start us off in a little bit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I was originally gonna talk about Pokemon, but I will be back in like 2 minutes because my mom went grocery shopping. Go ahead, and we'll do the Pokemon thing last for the video game section. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll be
All
back
right,
in like
so-
5 minutes.
All right. So let's
Good.
see what do we have here. So I guess we're going to talk about games that came out in March and April.
All right.
All right. So let's start. So there was plenty of games that came out. Let's start with March. So there's plenty of games that came out in March. We could talk about them real quick. Okay, some of the March games that came out were WWE 2K24. That was on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and then the Xbox Series of
Okay.
consoles.
Which I recently got, which is awesome.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. There's a lot of cool things you could do with it. You could throw weapons. You can even throw weapons now, which is really exciting.
Yeah. I think they brought that back from the No Mercy game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember.
you can even have a casket match. And also a special guest referee match. You know?
Yeah, which that returned too, which is awesome. Which is awesome to know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
And then
I guess WWE saw the thing that AEW Fight Forever did, and they said, "Oh, we can top that," and stuff, and they had that. So, you know,
yeah. Also, you could you remember like how the action figures that were just only for my faction. Now
Yeah.
you could play them in exhibition now. You could play them. You don't have to be just only playable in my faction. So that means you could be playing because right now there's a figure Cody, there's a Hulk Hogan, there's the John Cena one. You know Montel figures, but you could play them as playable characters in WWE 2K24. Now you can play them in exhibition, which is nice because we get so tired. Like it's like because last year you had the Montel John Cena figure, but you couldn't play him in any other mode other than my faction. I'm glad they changed that up. I'm glad they changed that up.
I think 2K Sports actually did a fantastic job creating this one. You know?
Yeah, I think they did a good job. All right. And then the next one is Star Wars Battlefront Classic Edition. That's on PS5 and Xbox Series, Switch, and then Xbox Series consoles, and then Switch and PC. the original two Battlefront games made from Pandemic Studios. So basically,
Uh-huh.
I heard a lot of bad things about it, to the point where, like, when you play online, the online servers were not ready. They were not working perfectly, and then there was graphical problems with the game as well,
Mm-hmm.
which was not good. So basically, I'm very sad for those who bought the game. And people are like, we're just sticking to the regular. We're just
Mm-hmm.
sticking to the regular versions of the games, the original Battlefront
Mm-hmm.
games, and which is really sad though, because like, how do you not have like a server, your online servers ready for those games? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how, like, if you hear about Star Wars Battlefront, you hear about first and third person shooters with multiplayer on it, you think about Star Wars Battlefront. So basically, they didn't do very well. Both stuff fixed though, but to me, it just seems like a cash grab, just to get
Mm-hmm.
people's money. So that's not good. EA or anyone else at this point.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out, go ahead. But right now, I'm supposed to fix things up. I don't know if they fixed it up or not. They patched things up. So then I might change the tune. Okay, so the other one in March was Princess Peach Showtime for Nintendo Switch, an action adventure game. I heard a lot about it. Basically, you play as Princess Peach. You use you're going to like a play or whatever. So basically, it's like a play. You're going there's like plays,
Mm-hmm.
and you go and you play as different characters. Like, you play as Peach in her different, like, each costume Peach uses has a different ability. Like, you could play as a mermaid Peach when she's in like the ocean stage, or you could play as a like one of the Three Musketeers Peach or whatever,
Yeah.
and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, each costume had different, but for like the different stages, it's like each one's like a play,
Oh, nice.
which is really cool. And I heard a lot of good people say a lot of good things about it, so that's good. Okay, Dragon
Yeah.
Donga 2 ARP. Heard it was really good as well. It's like a medieval fantasy game, the sequel to Dragon Dogma. Original. I heard it was good, but there's a lot of, how you say, bad microtransactions, which is not good at all. But I heard the game was good. Just the
Ooh.
bad microtransactions just ruins which we're gonna get into a bit, because it's one of the things I want to talk about as well for in our video games. Next is the rise of Rowan, a JRPG for the PS5,
Mm-hmm.
exclusive to the PS5. It has 3-player co-op. It takes place in the Edo period of Japan. Kind of have like Souls-like
Ooh.
play, Souls-like type play, like, like Dark Souls and all that game. You know those games, Augie?
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls,
Yeah.
all that type of gameplay. Yep. Because they have three
Ooh,
players
nice.
playing them and all that, which is cool. And
Oh,
then
nice.
one of the exclusive Xbox games are now officially on PlayStation now.
Mm-hmm.
Are officially on PlayStation now, which was exclusive to a PC and the Xbox, was Hi-Fi Rush, and
Mm-hmm.
an action adventure platformer game which uses rhythm based combat, which really good. I heard a lot of good things about that game. Looks fun, very. So for those who are ready to play that game on a different system, for PlayStation fans, I recommend you get that. For those who could play on the PS5, play it. Recommend that.
Mhm.
Okay, now let's go to April.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
go to April. Freedom Planet 2 is now available on consoles now. Now available on consoles. It took about 2 years, but it's now available on consoles. Now it's on PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, the Xbox series of consoles, which released today. Released today on consoles. Freedom Planet is basically Freedom. Let me type out. Freedom Planet 2 is a sequel to Freedom Planet 1. which is a platformer game, which is kind of like in the same style of Sonic the Hedgehog. If you play Sonic, the original classic Sonic games, that's the type of gameplay. The gameplay is really, really good. It also has challenging bosses too as well, which is nice. So you play as three. Instead of like just one person, you can either play as a anthropomorphic dragon, cat, or bunny in the game.
Ooh.
So basically, just think about it as you know, if you like Sonic the Hedgehog, you like the classics. Recommend you play Freedom Planet 2. If you could just play Freedom Planet 1 first, then play 2, because there's a story to it as well. All right, so now let's get on to one of and let's talk about Sandlands. It's gonna be on PC, PS4, PS5, the Xbox Series system, and it's coming out April 26th. A JRPG based on the manga of the same name.
Yeah.
Made by a manga of the same name, created by Akira Toriyama.
Ooh, nice.
Which is one of his last works right now, because of his last involvement in projects. One of Akira Toriyama's last involvements in projects, Sandland. So basically, I hear some good things about it too, with the demo and all that. So I think you guys should pick it up as well.
You
guys should pick it up. Should be fun.
Right.
Should be fun. And then that's gonna be on April 26th, just so you know. And then for another Xbox exclusive that's coming, an Xbox and Windows exclusive that's coming to PS5. I'll save that. Save that for now. Just hold on. All right, so TMNT coming out on April 23rd. TMNT Arcade, Wrath of the Mutants. Releasing on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series of consoles. And then Switch and PC coming out April 23rd. It's basically, if you like the TMNT games, but if you have not played the 2017 arcade game that was released based on the 2012 TMNT show. Basically, if you like it, it's basically the port of the 2017 arcade game that's based on the 2012.
All right.
2012 TV show, Ninja Turtles TV show. Yep, on Nickelodeon. So basically, it has 3 new levels and 6 additional bosses added for that game. So if you haven't played the original, if you haven't played the arcade, if you haven't played TMNT Arcade, Wrath of the Mutants, that was released in 2017, now's your chance. Especially for all Ninja Turtles fans, especially if you love the beat 'em up Ninja Turtle games, I recommend it too. Okay, and then what you call it? So let's see here. Sea of Thieves is gonna be released. Sea of Thieves coming to PS5. One of the other Xbox original games are coming to PS5 April 30th. So basically, this game is like you could play online as online. It's like a game like you want to be a pirate. Want to play games as pirates? Like you want to feel like an actual real pirate and all that. Sea of Thieves is probably a game for you. It as stuff like you do with playing online stuff with friends. You could control cannons to shoot at other.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
We're talking about Sea of Thieves. You want to talk about it, Morgan?
Hell yeah! So Sea of Thieves is a video game made by Rare Software. You know, London guys. We made Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country, Battletoads, stuff like that. essentially it's kind of like an MMO light where you have you and 4 other people sail around in ships, up to 4 other people, and sail around ships in like a little mini world filled with other players or not with other players. And you can collect defeat skeletons, fight other players, collect treasures, all that sort of stuff. And if you make enough money in the game, you can buy a boat. Specifically, you can either buy a sloop, a brigantine, or a galleon. And they each have their own player size and stuff. We're gonna have to play it one day. It's releasing on PS5. It just celebrated its 7th anniversary.
Yeah, so basically it's like being pirate, basically. That's what it is.
And
Basically
it's
being
so
a
much
real-life
better.
pirate.
I heard it's been so long that it's like I've been playing it. And they have a Secret of Monkey Island crossover and a Pirates of the Caribbean crossover skins and a ship for the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah, it's releasing April 30th.
It's releasing April 30th on PS5, but there is other places you can play it, specifically Steam, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and the Windows Store for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, Morgan, you missed out that we talked about that they're releasing the. No, we haven't talked about Dragon Ball yet. We're talking about the TMNT arcade, the 2017 TMNT arcade game, Wrath of the Mutants, that released on 2017. Yeah, so basically the one arcade game that's based on the 2012 TV show on Nickelodeon.
I thought the Wrath of the Mutants was based on the 2022 film.
No, it was 2012 because it released in 2017. The arcade game. So basically, Morgan.
Okay, hold on. Let me look this up because I know they're adding.
They're adding. Yeah, so basically, it's basically the arcade game based on at least 2017.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's based on the 2012 show that's on Nickelodeon.
I know there was another game that was coming out specifically that I forgot. But
yeah, so we're talking about it. It's gonna have like 3 new levels and 6 new bosses.
That's pretty cool.
Add more. So basically, those, because
go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So basically, I told them for those who like T games, especially the beat 'em up arcade games, I think you should grab that one. Especially if you missed out playing.
Go ahead.
I
also recommend Shredder's Revenge, which is a really good arcade game. They have which has the DLC and stuff. It's really cool. And then this one, and then I also specifically remember there was an older version that was a 3D version of Turtles in Time called Turtles in Time Reshelled. That one was not good. That was not good at all because it had so many issues and stuff that, yeah. But it was interesting. But, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, so I had to tell that to Morgan because I feel like Morgan will be interested in it. Again, sorry, I had to reintroduce it. It's just I rather let Morgan do it. Or tell Morgan about it because that way she knows. Because I know Morgan's a big TMNT fan, especially of the games.
Yeah,
especially the games.
So there are 2 games I want to talk about for May, just specifically, if that's okay. There's actually a bunch of good games coming out for it. There is Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remaster or remake.
Oh my god, yes.
Go ahead.
Oh man, I've been waiting for that shit forever. I've been waiting for that shit forever. The original game cost so much money, and
having a remastered version is amazing.
Yes, one of the best Mario RPGs.
And then there's Suna Saga from Hellblade 2. That game was fucking pretty amazing to look at and visualize and see, let alone play. And then there's Ghost of Tsushima's Director's Cut, which is coming out on PC, which is also going to be awesome. And then the last thing is the System Shock remake, which is really cool.
Yep,
also, Multiverse is coming out May 28th. That weird the weird Warner Brothers game. Okay.
Yep.
I'm done with that.
All right. So basically, one game we want to talk about is for April. For April, it's Stellar Blade that's coming out April 26th.
I know that's the one that was really like the boob girls coming out and stuff. And
the one that they overreact so much. I don't understand Twitter sometimes. Basically, that's coming out April 26th on PS5 only. I wish it was on PC. So I heard good things about the demo for it. So basically, basically it's a hack and slash soul like type of game where you play as Eve, where her squad trying to take back Earth because Earth lost a war to some alien invaders and they're trying to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So basically, I heard a lot of good things about it. I know Morgan said Twitter's been overreacting. I don't know what it is with Twitter with overreacting over games. I mean everything.
Yeah,
Everything,
it's Twitter.
It's Twitter. They overreact over everything. I mean every single thing.
Right.
Overall, I think that game's gonna be a big one. Heard some good demos. If the demo's good, usually a good sign. Really a good sign how good the game's gonna be.
Right.
Most of the time, so looking forward to it. I wish it released on PC though. I'm gonna miss out on it for a while.
Yeah.
So other than that, that's basically our games. I'm surprised we even got some May ones. Some May ones as well.
Yeah, I mean it was for the best.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, those are the games that look forward to or not because we mentioned Star Wars. We mentioned the Star Wars Battlefront collection.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yes, really. Yeah, really bad. It was really bad. I had to tell everyone how really bad that was.
Yeah. I can't wait to play it to see how bad it is.
So other than that, yeah, those are games that are coming out. Look for so keep an eye out and all that. So those are games to keep an eye out. So we should be there. All right. So you want to start out with the Pokemon, or you want to wait until the last one?
What are we at next? Oh,
Right,
we're
so
at Dragon. Let's do the spiking, and then we'll do Pokemon after Fate. We'll do Pokemon last.
All right. So one of the big games, especially one of the last works probably Toriyama worked on was, guaranteed have to work on it. Was we're talking about the Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero gameplay.
Ooh,
gameplay showcase was shown.
It's actually a kind of a rebirth of Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 3.
Which that is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. Really, gameplay looks really good.
And here's the thing, though. I was very surprised because some of the grunts are actually carried over from Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3. You know, but it's a little different because it's a little bit lower pitch. I think they just copied and pasted the grunts from the Budokai games.
I think that's the whole point. It's supposed to be a sequel to 3. It's been so long, like
because you also had Z Fighters and Kakarot come out, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and but the downside is it's not for PS4, it's for PS5, which sucks. I mean, I don't really get the PS5, it's just that, I don't know, probably us modern gamers should, get it for PS4, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just, I think the thing is, they're trying to focus on selling PS5s, and there was for a while, there was no reason to buy a PS5 at some point, so they had to start working on those, like, you want me to get a PS5, there's a reason for it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's a reason why. That's how the gaming industry works, and I apologize. I apologize for that. Like, you can't get it. It is hard. Like, it's PS5 is $500. It's not cheap. Really not cheap.
Yeah. It used to be so much worse. Remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember PS3 that came out years ago. Came out for like $600 or something.
That
was. When they first came out, the PS3. Remember that back in like in 07, 08 or something like that.
Oh my god!
It was 2006 actually, because it came out the same year as the Wii U, the regular Wii, and I specifically remember.
No one buying PS3. Everyone was buying a Wii or Xbox 360 for a while.
Because you have to understand the PS3 had no real games for it for the first couple that were significant. Like, what did you have for launch? Fucking Haze, and nobody fucking played Haze. And the problem with Haze was people thought it was gonna be It's supposed to be the Halo killer, which is one of the things you do not say in the games industry, because and especially for a game like Halo, because it was meant to be a Halo 2 killer. Then Halo 3 came out 6 months later.
Yeah,
Or
you
no,
can't. You
7
can't.
months later. And look how that turned out. Halo 3 is one
Yeah,
of the biggest trilogy climaxes ever.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can't. You can't say something killer because that's gonna bite you in the ass. For
I already
anything.
know. I already know this as a person who played Dust 514. I was touted as a PlanetSide killer, and then PlanetSide's still going. I totally get it. I know this. I know this for a fucking ever.
Yes, this is why. This is why you want to call. If you want to see that, it's better if you better show up. You do your do your fucking job, or don't say shit. Just show us. Just show us
Right.
how good it is. Instead of just saying
Mhm.
it's gonna kill. It's gonna kill this game. It's gonna kill that game. We all know how that happens, right?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
So
I am liking the footage. I'm not a big Budokai Tenkaichi fan because I only played regular Budokai back in the day, because that was the one thing I specifically remember. So yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
one of the things I noticed too for the Budokai, there's some new mechanics to this as well. For example, the movements are supposedly in the dashing are a lot faster. Like for example, the speed of the dash of like of the previous title is much faster. The movement's
Yeah.
a lot much faster. It's as fast as the previous dash, like from the other game. So basically, normal movement is basically as fast as the dash from the last game, and the dash is even more faster, which is nice. And then some of the stuff too, I noticed as well that you can use dash for dodging and all that. I like the part where they show for the blast and stuff and all that. The power stroke, you know what I'm saying? But like it's like
I know what
watching a
you're
Dragon
talking.
Ball. It's like watching a Dragon Ball Z anime or episode. It's fun to look
Right.
at. It's really fun to look at. It really is.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch. Really watch people play, which I think was really good.
Right.
Mhm.
Some of the stuff I noticed was like that 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 the counter stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Like you could reverse blast and shit. I noticed that. You can
Mhm.
reverse blast. You can even do a revenge counter, which like you just take some hits and you can just
Right.
give bunch, which I saw there too, which actually really good. Although it does take skill counts, which is another fucking meter. It takes skill
Right.
counts like every time you try to block a blast or try to get a counter on there. Like it takes like looks like from what I saw is 2. So this is not finalized yet, so we don't know if that's gonna be the case. But it's gonna take a point. If you know how meteors work, you get the whole point.
Right.
And then vanishing salt, it takes a part of your Kai meter, which like if you're far away, you can just go instant transmission to your. You can just go instantly to your fucking opponent, straight up.
Right.
Like for example,
Yeah.
like if Augie's playing let's just say Augie's playing Goku and I'm playing let's just say Brawly, whatever, right?
Right.
Augie,
Or
if,
Frieza.
if Augie can like if he's far away and you see blasting, he could just instantly using part of his Kai meter, he could just instantly transport to me and fight back, which is
Right.
really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. So I really like that. So far,
Yeah.
so good. And then how do you feel about also guys, how do you feel about the character reveal so far? The new character.
Great.
I'm liking it.
Same here.
You Augie? Yep, so basically
I
the new
love it.
characters that
I
got
love
revealed
it.
is the new characters got revealed was Super Trunks, Dice Bowl, Kasuna, which is one of the main squadron from you know the Tournament of Power, if you remember that Augie.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Tournament of Power, one of the super arcs and whatever. He's like one
Yeah.
of like the Nachiko girls or whatever from Universe
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
2. You got Master Roshi, who's like max powered, basically super all buff or whatever. You got
Cool.
Nappa,
What? Why is What
Nappa.
is it with Nappa being put in games?
I do not know. It's hilarious. Hey Vegeta. Hey Vegeta. Okay, you got Burger from the Ginyu Force. Tapo from the Pride Troopers from Universe 11, which is part of like the Terminal Power. Jice,
Right.
Ginyu Force. You know the long hair guy, red, the red,
Yeah, no, I
the
know.
red skin guy with
With
the
the
long hair.
Australian
Jice.
accent.
Yes, that one.
Speaking of Jace, does anyone see the Team 4-star version of that video? Like,
No, I have
the
not.
like, no, okay. I'm gonna go off topic here. Like,
Ooh, hold on a sec.
Hold on.
Starch, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Momo's gang.
What?
I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, welcome, and thank you for taking the time
Thank you
to
for listening to
follow
us.
us. Thank you for watching us and all that for a bit. Watching Morgan play while listening to us talk in the Tales of Friends podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. The Team 4-star version, it was like, okay, you bastard. And then
Sure, Sarge. Let me just finish this ranked match, and I got you.
Like, you got that Morgan, you punched me in the. Oh, you did it again. It's like, stop. Yes. What am I supposed to do? Like, and then James like, Jace, if you ever find repeatedly getting him in the face, that's driving. Like, oh, well, that was the championship. And then he just punches him again. Anyone seen that part?
I really don't watch Team 4-star though, but it sounds hilarious though.
I'm not helping you. It's funny as hell.
Yes. And then we got Super Saiyan Kayla in her Berserk mode. And she's like kind of like had the same power as she's like very like one of the stronger Saiyans, one of the female Saiyans from like Universe 6. Yep, Kel, which is like she's like kind of like the Broly of Universe 6. Kind of like the female Broly of Universe 6. And then you got Super Saiyan Broly that's in full power, which is Super Broly, not the movie Broly.
Not the legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
Yeah, Super Saiyan. Yeah, we're talking about the. It's gonna be the Broly from Super so far.
Okay.
There's Broly from Super. Yeah, there's there's two different Brolys now. Just so you know. Yeah. Yeah, and then you got hit the assassin, the galactic assassin, whatever, and so far those are like the newest characters that they reveal. So far the other characters that have been already been revealed beforehand was Piccolo, Boo, Mr. Satan, Tien, Krillin, Yamcha, Cell, Frieza, Android 18, Android 17, Jaren, and then
that's pretty cool.
Bergoma from Bergoma, like those are.
Shit, no.
And then there's also multiple versions of Goku and Vegeta.
Damn.
Yeah, so supposedly that's what it looks like. So far the game looks really good. I'm excited to see how it goes. One thing I'm worried about is I don't want them to do something stupid, like let's just say do something stupid like microtransactions or any of that stuff. Because I'm starting to see a lot of games do that.
I think the problem is you're also looking at Namco Bandai. I was gonna say Nam by Bamco. You're looking at
Bandai Namco, just Bandai Namco.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, what is?
Yeah, so that's the one thing I don't want them to do live service stuff or anything, and I want them to. If you need more time to work at the game, because I know there's a lot of characters you're gonna add, and I know for sure it's a Budokai game. There's a lot of characters, so I recommend they take their time. If you need to take more time, supposedly it's supposed to release out by the end of 2024. And they can take their time. If they have to delay it for a little bit, that's fine. That's fine. Take it. Just don't do anything like so. Overall, the game has potential to be really good.
Right.
Really good. So far, really good job. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to everything. If everything's good, let's hope it is.
Oh.
Playing Pokemon. Anyway, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, Morgan. I guess we can start talking about. You know what? You know what we're talking about,
Okay.
Morgan.
You want Yeah, bro. Let's do this. So I have did anyone see the Fatal Fury City of Wolves trailer? It looks so fucking good. Hold
Yes,
on.
yes, we are.
Looks
It
good.
looks so fucking good. It's been 25 years since the last Fatal Fury game,
It's
and that
also
was
glitches Garo. Oh my god.
it's Goro. Yep, Goro Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah, no,
So
it's so
far,
bad.
so far we have Terry Bogard, Rock Howard, Hotaru Futaba.
T-Sock
Side,
/ Griffin Max.
yep, and then Joe, and then Joe's
Newcomer.
Preacha. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's
Yeah,
Joe's
Joe Agashi's Joe Agashi's
pupil, basically her student, basically his
yeah.
student. My bad.
Yeah.
His student. She looks really good. I like her design. I really love her design. And she plays exactly like Joe.
Right.
Exactly like Joe. Except like she doesn't care about the accolades like what Joe would love. She only cares about she's basically more into science and studying Kai power. That's what she.
Right. Oh god, that's bad.
To the point where like if she wants to get her ass kicked, she will get her ass kicked for science. That's how dedicated she is.
Yeah.
That's how dedicated. I like her character. I like her look. He started playing as her. So far, only 6 characters have been announced. 4 of them are returning from Mark of the Wolves. 1 new one so far.
So far, yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
So far, so basically, it was 14 characters in Mark of the Wolves. Look that up.
No, I know. I know half of them, and they're and half of them, a bunch of them are fucking weird.
Yeah, it's most back in the Mark of the Wolves. It's basically either like most of them are either pupils of someone or some relative of someone, basically.
Right.
And during that time, it was just only Terry who came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, and then the English stuff doesn't sound that bad at all. It sounds pretty decent. I saw the English.
I am like the English stuff weirded me out for some reason. Probably because Terry still sounded like Terry.
Yeah, so I thought it was decent. Yes, I thought it was decent. I was decent. Like, I still prefer the Japanese one. It's just my opinion. I still prefer the Japanese voices. So, but like, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. You could have got early 2000s or 90s dubbing, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
I do. Have you seen the Fatal? You remember watching the Fatal Fury motion picture?
I'm watching
stuff, You remember that?
I watched the Japanese version. I did not watch the English one.
Oh, you have to see the English one.
I have to rewatch it in English then. It's just gonna give me more the reasons to watch it.
Right.
To watch it again. Yeah. English SNK with English voice acting usually most of the time is either hit or miss. Mostly miss.
I love it, even if it is considered bad. Double battle.
Yes. So yeah. So overall, I think so far, I don't know who's coming back yet, but who I want to see come back is basically I would like to see how Joe and Andy doing around this time now, because I know they're. I
want to see the Kim brothers come back. Those guys are awesome, specifically Don Juan.
And Blue Mary to come back too as well, just so Terry's not alone.
Right.
Just so Terry's not alone. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at that. It's because supposedly there's a running gag we make. There's a running thing where like Terry cannot fall in love with someone in the animes, in the OVAs. There's a thing where like if Terry falls in love with someone, they die or whatever.
Yep, that's a thing.
That's a thing, which is like he's like cursed. He's like cursed with that. He's like cursed with that.
Have you seen? Go ahead.
It's like cursed like that. It's really one of the worst curses to ever happen. I feel bad for Terry.
It's one of the worst curses. What about the Joestar family bloodline?
Oh boy.
It's a curse
You
too as
didn't
well.
mention the.
It's a curse too as
You
well.
didn't mention the mother. Yeah.
Yeah, before like before Joseph Joestar broke the curse. Actually
I wouldn't
survived.
say he broke it. I say that like he kind. I mean, it kind like he kind of like. What's the point of a curse if like? What's the point of a curse? If what's the word? Hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, I'm against the guy named Steve. What's the point of a curse? How do we want? We're gonna do. We're gonna do
Go
flat
ahead.
room.
Go ahead. What's the point of what? A curse.
What's the point of having a curse if it only escapes one person? It only stops after one person, you know?
True. Yeah, the manic curse still exists somehow. Yeah, but we're gonna hit. But we're getting ourselves for getting off topic. But other than that, though, although there is a character or two that might highly come back because they're in KOF 15, and one is B Janet.
But Bonjane.
Bonjane, yep. It's basically the pirate queen. Basically, that's what it is. She's like a high tier character in KOF 15 right now. And she could basically come back. So I feel like there's a high chance to come back. And then there's Gato.
Right.
So those are the only two characters that are right now on KOF 15, but they're not right now unconfirmed for Fatal Fury. So we don't know who's going to come out yet. But I would like to see some of the older characters come back again, because I like some of the older characters to come back again. Some new, some old.
Oh shit!
Joe might not come back though because of
he's already 30 levels ahead of me.
Morgan. Joe might not come back due to Pecha taking the spot.
I don't mind.
She looks like a cool character. I can't wait to play her though.
Yeah. Why is this guy running?
Other than that though, I'm very excited for Fatal Fury Market Wolf. That's coming out.
This is
What you call it? Early 2025. So
cool.
let's see how that goes. I hear some other people were playing like a little alpha or something, Maximilian, all that. They heard it was like good. It was good, so it should be a good sign as well.
Huh.
So okay, so now onwards. Let's talk about things that we like and dislike about modern gaming. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. The one thing I dislike about modern gaming is like the updates. It takes so freaking long, just to, update like.
You mean dislike?
Yeah.
Dislike. You don't like it.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I dislike it. I hate it. I mean, like.
And one thing that you like about it. One thing
you like
about modern gaming.
Modern gaming. What I love about it is that the graphics are much better. The gameplay is much smoother, and the details are much more, realistic.
All right, you want to go next, Morgan?
Also,
yeah, one of the things I dislike about modern gaming is the rise of what's the word of games as a service. No, prices are always going to end up rising. Games as a service. I'm saying, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
The games as a service have become a problem because now it's becoming an issue of the heck.
Mm-hmm.
Of becoming an issue of I'm trying to think about the word. An issue of okay. It's becoming an issue of every game is pretty much gonna end up fucking goddamn. Is going to end up becoming what's the word I'm gonna look up for? There's a bunch of games that are failing, like Suicide Squad and Suicide Squad specifically, and Skull and Bones, which is apparently doing worse than Suicide Squad. And then you also have the issue of what is it? There are so many issues with the modern gaming that you could argue that it's going to become a problem, and
Yeah.
because of how everything is and stuff.
And then what's the one thing you like about modern gaming?
Just it's so much more like for Pokemon. I'm gonna say for Pokemon, it's so much. Ooh, that's cool. It's so much easier to get through. Like with the way things are, it is so much easier to play older games through newer means, like remasters, remakes. So much easier, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so let me talk about the one thing I like before I go to a wrap up. Okay, so let me think about the one thing I like. One thing I like about modern gaming is that a game could go on for as long as you want with new updates without having to change. You keep on updating the game, whatever. You keep working out, but it also could be a bad thing too as well, depending
Right.
on how it is. But I like how games like right now. How do you say it? Like I like how games could keep on going and keep on bringing new stuff to a game
Right.
even after years. For example, like for some games, like it takes a while to get new characters or whatever. Oh, you could play this game with more new characters than just it
Right.
just brings up like the DLC that help keep the game going and stuff, and it brings more playability to games and all. That's the one thing I like. The thing I really dislike, and Morgan said it already, was the live service. The thing I hate the most is live service. Games are going to doing live service things, even though they're already you have to pay $60 or $870 for the game.
No, I know, right?
Yes, for some like games like I noticed Street Fighter is doing that shit, and it's really bad. And then Tekken is doing that shit too as well, doing a battle pass for parts for like your customization stuff, which is should have been in the game already. You got that for free, and you wonder why the
Right.
customization is kind of low because of that. And then they're doing like instead of like doing like their own kind of V-Buck type of, and sometimes you can't
Right.
even buy something because it's either because they're on different bundles. Like for example,
Ooh,
like the
nice.
battle pass for Tekken, it's 600 fighters coins, and then to
Ooh.
get that you cannot buy it straight up. You have to buy because there's only like 500 or like 500 or 1,000 fighters points.
Holy
Right.
shit!
Basically, you can't straight up buy. So basically, you have to choose between one or two, and to go with the higher price one,
Right.
which you have to go for $10. It should be $6, so you have to go for $10 and get that. And it's just, what is this? Like, bro, like, why are you doing this stuff? Like, I understand that game development costs so much, but like, bro, like, it's like, why are you doing this? And then some of the fire coins left over, you can't. What are you gonna do with
Right.
those? You
Right.
just want to buy one thing. It's just why can't we just buy like if you want us to charge? Why don't you just charge us with actual money instead of like buying like virtual
Yeah.
currency and all that? It's just why you're doing that stuff. A free to play game, I understand. A full price $60-$70 game, I don't understand at all. It's really bad, and I think, like you said before, Morgan, it's one of those things that's very concerning right now for games. Basically, everyone's doing it, especially fighting games now too as well. Because remember, Street Fighter used to sell the DLC. Except just with
Right.
your money. It's $24 here. Go ahead. And you used to do bundles for costumes and all that. Here, $24 bundle. That's
Right.
it. Boom. Or you want to buy one costume that costs like $3? Boom. Here, $3.
Nice.
Done. No, you have to use virtual currency. And sometimes that virtual currency you have stuff left over and stuff. Just so what? So you spend more?
Right.
It's really bad. It's just really don't like that. And I hate to say it, but it might be going straight to that certain situation. Like you said before, Suicide Squad's failing because of that shit too as well.
Right.
Microtransactions. Look at that type of stuff ruins a good game. Tekken is a really good game.
Yeah.
It's just those microtransactions, all that just stop. Look at Dragon Dogma 2. really good. It says it was a good game, but there's hidden microtransactions,
Right.
which is bad, which is really bad, and it's just. I understand DLC for your game, but if you're gonna start using like virtual currency, battle passes, and all that, then you might as well would have made it a free to play game at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's my rant about it. So it's just I don't know why people are doing this. It just seemed greedy to me. All that.
Right.
And it looked like this type of thing might going to stay for a while. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully people learn. Hopefully companies learn that you should not be doing this shit
Yeah.
and all that. And it just really frustrates me. I just hope they really fix that shit up. All right, so Morgan, you want to talk about Pokemon? That's the
Okay. There's a couple of things I need to bring up. So hold on. So
Take your time.
first off, for the new regulation G for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it's adding a bunch of legendaries, specifically a whole bunch of them, specifically Mewtwo, Lugia, all the basic ones, but also including Origin Form Dialga, Origin Form Palkia, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, all versions of Kyurem, Cosmo, and Solego, Lunala, Necromza, and then the eight basically it's adding a bunch of new Pokemon. And this will be the first time that Calyrex, Koraidon, Miraidon, and Terrapagos will be available in competitive play.
okay. So that's cool. That's more because I know some legendary Pokemon has some very fucking bullshit abilities. I know that.
And then, well, most of them have pressure. Some of them have like drought and stuff. And then we also have a 7-star raid coming up from Meganium from April 7th to the 12th. That'll include and then Blissey will do a rerun from the 12th for the 14th, I think. And then we also have Unite just came out with a new is going to come out with a new battle pass in 12 days. You also have Pokemon Go. We have Mega Heracross coming up on April 13th. And then finally we're going to go into the anime department, and we have or the media department, I'll call it, if I can fucking find this one spot for it. God damn it. Basically, Japan's airing a new TV Tokyo is airing a new Pokemon show known as Pokemon Satellite, where it's going to talk about competitive gaming, and then part of in previewing the anime's new season and stuff.
Right.
Yep. Nice. Also, did you see last thing? Did you see the Pokemon Sleep competitive play tournament thing for April Fools?
April Fools? Yeah, I love that. It's hilarious, bro. Like,
I know.
It's like I was built to sleep. And all, like imagine all of them sleeping, and all the people cheering.
How would they not do that for catching contests? You know what I mean? Like that would be a funny thing to do for you to just sleep, and the first person to get like a shiny Pokemon wins.
Yes.
And that's not a competitive scene, just for like a joke competitive thingy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just hilarious. No, also
you
forgot about the. Also, what about that Pokemon the Pokemon Arceus game but
it's really good. I wish there. No, you mean did you check out the new game coming on 2025? That's ZA.
That
looks
that
kind
one
of cool. I'm hoping this one has multiplayer, because I need a multiplayer Pokemon game like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is though, so they look like they're going back to the past where they're building the whole Eiffel Tower thing that. Yeah,
I thought they were going into the future because it says urban redevelopment plan. I assumed they were going into the future.
I feel like they're going to I feel like it's the past where they start.
Then why we're gonna see when the trailers start coming, following in.
And Kalos. So basically, like let's
This will be the
make
first time Kalos will get like its own little it's gonna be like the Kalos remake pretty much. Because I'm honestly kind of glad I didn't do Unova, to be honest. Unova is just... I hate Unova. I hate Gen 5 Pokemon.
Yeah, Universe based on the US.
I mean, Unova, I like Pokemon Black and White. I appreciate them. I do not like them. I appreciate them. There's a difference. What the fuck is that? Oh, he's got a fucking X focus sash on me.
Oh, but I guess we're going to Paris.
We got a choice there. That's perfect.
Morgan, I guess you could say Pokemon are in Paris.
Pokemon in Paris.
Yes.
So one of the things I specifically talk about is I always make a joke about me being like my joke name in some of the like circles is because my roommate called me the Chicago Clefable.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes,
because I love Clefables so much.
Yeah, so we're going back to Paris, everyone.
Yep.
Oh,
Paris. The US probably gonna have to wait for their turn for a remake or whatever.
Yeah, shit.
So basically all that Pokemon stuff sounds really nice right now.
It's actually kind of cool. Like I like the idea.
One of the things I wish they did was put the Pokemon Game Boy games and the Game Boy Advance games on.
I'm really hoping they do it one day because I have Pokemon Sapphire, Diamond, and Pearl on my fucking system. On and my DS, but I think they're gonna have to do it at some point. What should I do?
Have to do it at some point. It's for Nintendo and I don't know what it's with Nintendo too, but like there's easy money right there. There's easy money right there. I don't know what it is. It's like this, like we kind of want to make money, but we kind of don't want to make money. So it's like there's easy cash. Like I don't understand. I'll do whatever it takes to make some easy cash. Like it's just an easy thing. Because it will benefit all the Pokemon fans. But you know how Nintendo is. You know how Nintendo is. The most convenient
I think
thing
it's less than
they will not do.
I think it's even less than Nintendo than more of like Nintendo / the Pokemon Company International. Oh god, that's not good.
Yes, it's like why don't you just do the most convenient thing? It's like to do the most convenient thing is not the thing they're gonna do. That's the thing. If it's the most convenient thing, it's like telling a kid like to do the most convenient thing. They're gonna do they're gonna do something else instead. They're not gonna do something else.
Right.
Like Nintendo, Pokemon Company, just do it. Just do it. It's everyone's gonna love it. Just figure out a way to put. You have Pokemon Home. You have all this technology. Like what Patrick said, we have technology. Just figure out a way to do it. That's it.
What is...
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So basically that's the end of our video game segment. Now let's go to wrestling. Augie, you want to start us up with the
the Best of Wrestlemania? All right,
I'll tell you what to talk about.
All right, so this particular DVD was released in 1989. It has narration and introductions by AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling announcer Kevin Kelly. Each Mania contains 2 to 3 matches. Also introduced by Gorilla Monsoon, the late great Gorilla Monsoon, Tino Santana, Pat Patterson, Freddie Blassie, Sergeant Slaughter, Ernie Ladd, Raymond Rougeau. Am I saying that right? Raymond Rougeau?
Hold on. I think it's Ramon. Hold on. Let me see.
It's Raymond Rougeau, yeah. George Fabulous The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, X-Pac, Shane McMahon, and the Mean Street Posse. And also the commentary team includes Gorilla Monsoon, Jesse the Body Ventura, Vince McMahon, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jerry Lawler, Vince McMahon, and Susan St. Jane, Gorilla Monsoon, Gene Okerlund, and Jesse the Body Ventura. And also, here's a really interesting tidbit. Did you know WrestleMania 3 took place in 3 different locations? Anybody remember that?
WrestleMania 2 took place in New
happened?
York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. I know this.
Yes. But do you know how they got the idea from?
Starcade 86, I think. Or
Yeah.
Starcade 85, where they played in
Yeah.
Greensboro, North
Yeah.
Carolina, and Chicago, Illinois.
No, it was Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the
Yeah.
Omni in. You said Chicago, Illinois. The Omni
I thought
is
they did. I
actually,
thought they did a Chicago, Illinois show at one point. That they did a
yeah,
dual
that
show.
wasn't. Hold on, the Omni in Coliseum in Atlanta, Georgia. That was the following year.
Oh, okay, got it.
That was '87. But anyway, yeah, and also for WrestleMania 7, it was originally going to take place in the what's it called? It was going to originally take place like in the what's that place called? The Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
Yeah, and then they didn't sell enough tickets and stuff.
No, and also because of the whole Sergeant Slaughter gimmick, of him joining the terrorist group of General Adnan and Colonel Mustafa, aka
Oh yeah, that whole insensitive gimmick because he was a Iraq War sympathizer. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and like in that segment, he was gonna burn the American flag, but no, he decided to burn the next best thing, Hulkamania. But then that gimmick only lasted until SummerSlam of '91. But
And that
anyway,
led to the war. Like, didn't that lead to Warrior losing the title or something? I don't remember.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Warrior was a horrible like
No, 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 no,
wrestler.
no, 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 no. Yeah, and basically, Warrior was supposed to be in a program with Jacob Sneak Roberts, but Vince McMahon said, "You know what? You're fired. Now get
I
the f
thought it
out
was
of my
because
building."
he refused to do it.
No, this is the,
Okay.
this is the whole story. Warrior
Okay.
actually put his gun on McMahon and said, "You really give me that amount of money, or I'm not showing up to the event."
Yeah, so he fired him.
Yep. And also, back to the whole thing. This DVD contains like matches. Also contains interviews, and even has like a bonus match if you buy the DVD version of WrestleMania 15. And surprisingly enough, the Mean Street Posse were actually high school kids. Did you know that?
Okay.
Yeah. But
That's
overall,
crazy.
it's actually a pretty good DVD. But if you want like the full version, I would recommend buy the VHS DVD. But only if you're a diehard WrestleMania fan. I recommend it. So yeah,
All right, that's good. That sounds like a pretty good DVD to buy. No,
yeah,
but also like I remember how you talk about the Sergeant Slaughter when he was doing the whole anti-American whole.
yeah. That was pretty crazy
Yeah, so
about
basically, so
guards.
basically, so basically, so basically, he had to have bodyguards. Supposedly, he couldn't be
Yeah,
at home by himself. He had to have bodyguards with him because of
yeah.
how like how the whole at that point how like insensitive that was. A lot of people were taking that. It's because there were still people who like thought it was just like not a gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
No,
Cause
and
it's
that,
still
and,
real to me, damn it.
Yeah, it's still real to me. That yep, pretty much it.
yeah,
So
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
very crazy to think about it. It's very crazy to
Oh
think
my
about
god, that
how
was
some
really crazy right there. Really crazy. Tell me about it. Yeah,
yeah, so really crazy. So if you're into collecting the wrestling DVDs, I think Augie said go buy it. It's because to tell you the truth, earlier this year, early a few months ago, the last W DVD that came out was for Survivor Series 2023.
Oh
The
wow.
last WWE DVD that they're ever gonna release.
oh my
Really?
god.
Because they
Why
gotta
did they
When?
stop making.
stop at DVDs?
I think because of streaming and all that, and then you know how like they have the wrestling on streaming service now. They have on a Peacock.
Yeah,
Or
but
30
also,
network.
but you also have to remember that like they're gonna edit stuff off Peacock. It's just a problem that I always had with them. You know?
Yes. Yes, they're always going to censor stuff. Like you're not always going to get 100% at times.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit.
Yeah, and that's always going to happen.
If you want to buy
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you want to buy wrestling DVDs, you gotta buy them on Amazon or eBay.
Yeah, look for them. And it's said that the Survivor Series 2023 is like the last WWE DVD that they're ever gonna make for.
Right.
It sucks because it's like you want a collection of like hey, I'm not gonna have a stream, so I'm just gonna keep these DVDs. Like it's like the thing is though with physical media, like you want to own stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to own stuff, and that's the thing where we as people need to understand that physical media is starting to become less and less of a thing.
Right.
And I think we should start buying more physical media.
Yeah, because physical media is going to be like the one thing that we need to buy specifically because it'll make it like hold on.
It's because the thing is though, there's a lot of things too. One, you own the stuff. You don't have to worry about people taking because there's even like stuff like, for example, like people who bought in like what Unisoft's doing too as well. Let me tell you, like Unisoft's doing right now with their stuff you buy from the Unisoft store. They're saying like, oh, it's no longer available even though you pay full price for it.
Yeah, like I remember specifically that was one of the big issues that we thought Rocksmith was going to happen with Rocksmith.
Yeah.
Because Rocksmith was one of those games where they were taking it off the store, but keeping the DLC up. The Rocksmith 2014 specifically, and that's why you have to find codes for Rocksmith, which fucking sucks because Rocksmith is actually really, really good. And I recommend Rocksmith.
Oh, trust me, those codes get really expensive on Steam. Those Steam codes get really freaking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. I'm trying to buy Street Fighter Cross Tekken on Steam, and that's
I have it on. You know, I have it on.
Stuff.
You can log if you want to log into my account on PS3. I got it on PS3. I bought it.
I do have it on PS3. I just don't have it on Steam. I just want to have something.
Have it on Steam.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yes. Yeah. It's just
very specific.
Yes. Yes, I know. I'm weird like that. Sometimes I want to have my games on. I want to have my games in multiple stuff. But yeah, so basically, physical media is starting to go away, and that's really a bad sign because it's going to give companies more power of what can you have, what can you not have, basically.
Right.
And then there's companies that are taking like your rights out of there, even though you paid for your money. So basically,
especially
you just paid for
Sony,
a license.
They took out all the Universal stuff, right? Or was it Warner Bros.
Yeah, they
Discovery?
took out a lot.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yes, and then on top of that, they're taking. There's one of the things. Reason why you fully own it, so they can't alter it. They can't take it away from you. No one can take it away from nothing. They can't alter the content. They can't censor anything. You have the original that's yours to keep forever as long as you want.
Right. I'm one of those people that have a bunch of physical like CDs for a reason.
No.
Yes, I love CDs.
They're really cool.
And that's the one thing I think people should. That's the one people that I know digital's like more convenient, but is it really convenient in the long run? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so basically buy whatever you can on physical as much as you can because it's
right.
If you show companies that you buy more physical than digital, they're gonna change your mind.
Right, and I have a feeling that a bunch of these things, these sites are gonna like not survive. Like these streaming services are like a bunch of the paid ones. Like look at like they're taking stuff off, and it's one of those big issues because I shouldn't have to get a VHS player record a whole bunch of like content on a VHS tape and then do that. It's kind of annoying. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and you as a Pokemon fan, Morgan, I bet you it's really hard to watch the Pokemon anime if you really wanted to.
It's a
'Cause they're all over.
pain. It's a
Yes,
pain. Because you have everything
yes, they're
spread out
all.
all over the place, and it's not great.
Remember back in the day where it used to be Pokemon T, where like there's every single
And
episode, every movie you
that
wanted
literally
it.
stopped existing on March 28th, and I'm really annoyed about that because one of my favorite Pokemon specials was Pokemon Origins, which is a really good 4-part Pokemon special.
I'm saying like you want to watch Black and White, you can't do that. You want to watch Pokemon movies,
You
you
have to
can't
go
do
on
that. You want to
Tubi for
watch.
that, or you have to go through the fucking Amazon. Half the stuff isn't even on Netflix. It's a mess.
Yeah, so basically, what you have to do, you have to start buying the DVDs at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like streaming services, like the thing is, though, used to be good at one point, but then a whole bunch of other companies, a lot of stuff moving. So basically, you're gonna have to start spending as much as cable to get all what you want.
Yeah, especially since they're
Basically,
trying to build everything up as with cable, and it's like, what's the point?
like what's the point? Yeah,
I
basically, yeah. So that's what I said. That's why the thing is with Augie sharing that is those DVDs. It's just reminds us that physical media is very important in this day and age. At times too, it's very
important.
especially
Yeah,
important. Yeah, in this day and age.
right.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so now onwards to the Hall of Fame. To the Hall
All
of
right.
Fame, where people call your name.
Okay.
All right,
So
so
do we have a legacy wing this time? Because I'm not seeing the legacy wing.
oh, you mean the Warrior War type thing?
No, there's a legacy wing where it's all people before WWF, like during the WWF, or did they just not do that?
I don't think.
How do they do that?
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that now. All right, so some of the so today's W Hall of Fame, this year's W Hall of Fame is headlined by Paul Heyman. So the nominees are Paul Heyman, which is gonna be inducted by
Roman Reigns.
Oh my god.
Bull what's it called? Bull
Nakano,
Bull
who is
Bull
getting
Nakano. Go ahead, Morgan.
Yep.
Bull Nakano, who's getting inducted by Alundra Blaze, also known as Medusa and NWA slash
WCW.
fucking WCW. Thunderbolt Patterson, who is getting inducted by Scott Spears. He's a NWA person that has multiple world championships across North America. And the posthumous inductee would be Leah Maivia, who's getting who's getting inducted by her son The Rock, who is one of
Her grandson.
her grandson The Rock, who is one of wrestling's first female performers. She ran Polynesian Pro Wrestling in the 1980s and did a whole bunch of stuff. And then for the group, we have the U.S. Express. They were two-time WWF Tag Team Champions. We don't have a they're to be determined by it being inducted by, and that includes Barry Windham, Mike Rotunda specifically. And then Muhammad Ali is getting inducted as a celebrity in the Hall of Fame because his things include 3-time world heavyweight boxing champion. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He fought against Antonio Inoki in what WWE dubbed as for MMA's first big fight, specifically because it was an actual shoot fight with Antonio Ali's boxing going up against Inoki's strong style wrestling, and a special guest referee at WrestleMania 1, and he was a guest of honor at the infamous Collision in Korea, the pay-per-view by WCW, also known as the time where everybody almost died.
Oh shit!
Okay, so there's some background I need to explain. There's a good video about Fight by Bento Box. basically one of the biggest issues. The reason it happened was Antonio Inoki got outed as using Yakuza money while he was in the inner chambers of Japan's government, specifically which would be the equivalent of the U.S. Senate. And there's a whole story behind it. You got to look up Bento Box's YouTube video about it. It's completely bonkers.
Basically, Toyo Nuki was a corrupt politician at this, as that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
Nothing. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine. My headset fell off my head. Yeah, so pretty much everything's bonkers from that entire thing.
Yeah, so it's really like he's abducted by his wife, by his widow, Landia Ali. Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
So basically, let's talk about Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was probably one of the great wrestling managers that we have. He also created the ECW. He was also like he also helped like do back we worked backstage. He also like the general manager of SmackDown at one point. Remember that?
Yeah.
And
he was a former yeah. And then he was a commentator on Monday Raw at one point.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
also
Can I go? Okay. He also managed the Undertaker in the NWA.
Yeah, he was a manager. Basically, Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, he was the manager of the Undertaker in WCW. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he was a manager for I think Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was stunning Steve Austin or something like that.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
He was also the manager.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He was also. I think he was also the manager for the Samoan SWAT team at one point as well. Right?
I think so. I'm not sure yet, but there's a lot of people he did manager. Most famously, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, especially right now Roman Reigns,
Curtis Axel.
Axel, and then he did. Yes, and he did back at one point too. Yep. He was even a manager for Rick Rude and Arn Anderson at one point too as well, which is
Oh, remember that also? Remember that one segment where he ate soap?
I think it was with John Cena. No.
Yeah,
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, Chris, and he just like and then he like soap and stuff like that. That was funny.
Yes. So Paul Heyman, I think he really deserves, especially for all the stuff he have done for wrestling stuff. He really deserved. I think he really deserved this his what you call it, his inductee to the Hall of Fame. And Bo Nakano, she basically, one thing about her was she was a WWF champion, but did you know she was actually the first women's world champion for CMLL?
CMML.
Mexico?
Oh, really?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, she was the first women's champion. She also won a lot of titles around Japan, Mexico, and the US. Really one of the most popular women's, one of the most influential women's wrestlers, Japanese women's wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Thunderbolt Patterson, which I think he really deserves it because not only that he won championships in the NWA territories, but he also fought for rights. Like he also fought against racism in workplaces, and he fought for unions in wrestling back in the he was blacklisted by the NWA because he was basically fighting against racism. Yeah. Thunderbolt Patterson was actually fighting for rights for like everyone and then for unions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really, I think he really deserved it. He really deserved it.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. He was blacklisted. He was blacklisted for a couple of years by the NWA because of that.
Wait, isn't he related to Pat Patterson by any chance or no?
No, no,
No?
no. He's not.
Oh,
He's not. He's not.
okay.
He's not. He really, to me, he really deserves it because I think he was one of the first people who fought for against systematic racism in workplaces and all that, and then especially in the wrestling, and then he fought for unions to have unions in wrestling as well, which I think was really awesome of him, which is really awesome to hear that someone like that someone like that should be honored in the Hall of Fame. Someone like that should be honored like that, not just for his accomplishments, for what he does outside the ring as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Lita Maivia, she's one of the first female promoters as well for one of her promotions, the Polynesian. What's it called?
Polynesian Professional Wrestling.
Polynesian Professional Wrestling, which is part of a territory for the NWA, because the NWA in Hawaii. Remember, the NWA had a lot of territories, a lot of different shows, and a lot of different promotions.
Yeah.
This was back when NWA was NWA back in the day was the WWE.
It was specifically NWA is what the Worldwide Wrestling Federation or the WWF would be part of up until 1978. Forget exactly what year.
During the Bob Backlund, Billy Graham era.
Yes.
Wait, what? Okay.
What did you say, Wagi?
This is during the
basically,
Billy Graham, Bob Backlund era.
Bob Backlund era, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there, yep. The territory years, basically.
Yeah.
U.S. Express have won tag team championships in the NWA, and then they're 2 times WWF tag team champions.
Yeah,
I also know that. Also, Barry Windham. Barry Windham is actually the uncle of Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt.
He's also part of the. He's also very specifically. Yeah, I was gonna say 4 Horsemen.
He was part
but
of
also on top of that, his brother Kendall Windham was also part of WCW and WWF, and one of the youngest wrestlers at the time. Because he was 22, 21 at the time, 19, 20 at the time he came in, because he was in his early 30s when he was in WCW in the 90s or late 90s, which is very specific.
He was also part of the West Texas Rednecks.
Yeah.
You heard of that group?
That was Barry Windham, not Kendall. But Kendall was his brother. Shit.
And Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, went off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Mike Rotunga, as y'all know, is the IRS.
Erwin R. Shyster.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And he's the father of Bray, of the late great Bray Wyatt, and then also father of Bo Dallas. So basically,
he is also MVK Wall Street in WCW, as well as what was the last one? He was also known as part of the NWO, one of the NWO B team specifically. He was one of the first people to get kicked out, along with Big Bubba Rogers, also known as Big Boss Man. I wish I was joking.
Yeah, Morgan knows her WCW really well. Knows her WCW.
I love WCW now because it's you realize the problem with WCW specifically is that every person who watched Raw assumes it sucks because the only last 2 pieces of media that were part of WCW were the Monday Night Wars documentary and the last year of WCW, which actually was terrible.
Yeah, and the reason why WCW failed in the 90s is because Tony Schiavone gave away the ending of that night's Raw. You know how
No, there were so many. Here's the problem. There were so many other issues with WCW. There was specifically the fact that Hogan had creative control clause and destroyed and pretty much ruined the fucking Starrcade '97. There was every single year they would have every single pay-per-view they would have a horrible fucking match in '98. Specifically, one of the October '98 being the Halloween Havoc pay-per-view, which ended with the second was the worst match of the year in the semi-main event in what was it? Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan versus Warrior. That was a bad match.
Oh my god!
Then every single year, either the main event or the semi-main event would be fucking awful for every single month in 1998. It was bad.
Remember that? Remember how Scott came in with the title with the Stun Gun and Stun Goldberg to help Nash win the world title?
Via Cattle? Yeah, no, but there were even if you don't include that, there were so many other issues. You hired Vince Russo, and you had you had the infamous 1996 incident with Brian Pillman jumping ship to getting fired from there, quote unquote, as a work, and then joining WWF in '96. You had
and also Rick Rude showing up on both shows on the same night.
Yeah, and that one was actually kind of cool. That wasn't bad. That was actually kind of cool. That had to do with the Montreal screw job, specifically. And Rick Rude wanted out of WCW, and Raw was still only recorded show at the time, so we ended up on both shows at the same goddamn time. And then there was the other situation of there were so many fuck ups in WCW. It's just kind of hilarious.
Even the JR parody, remember that?
Oh, fucking Oklahoma. Yeah, no, don't remind me. That was Ed Ferrara, and I fucking hate Ed Ferrara for that.
Yeah.
And you also have to remember that WCW for the last 3 years of its life were kind of garbage. Was garbage. You had Hulk Hogan running for president, which...
Oh my god.
Well, the problem was he was running for president, quote unquote. And he, quote-unquote, announced his retirement in 1998. And then in 1999, he won the championship. How can you, even though... No, and then there were problems with, where everyone... And there was also the issue, a bunch of people were getting drunk on the air. Specifically, Eric Bischoff, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Bobby the Brain Heenan. And Bobby was the only one that went to fucking rehab for it. That's why he stopped being on wrestling shows, because he was getting too drunk every fucking week.
Yeah, and also, remember that infamous segment where Terry Funk got kicked in the head by a horse?
That was... Okay, so the Bobby Brain Heenan injury had to do with him getting his neck fucked up by the Ultimate Warrior, because Ultimate Warrior is an unsafe worker. That's why he retired from managing and became an announcer.
Yeah, and also, he had throat problems as well. Did you not know that?
I won't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, that's why he passed away of throat cancer.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. Should we keep going, because we kind of went off on a tangent?
Yes. So, and that's why Muhammad Ali. What else can you say about Muhammad Ali, bro? One of the best boxers of all time. Three-time world heavyweight boxing champion, gold medalist. He won a gold medal in the 1960 Olympics in the light heavyweight division. He could, as you said, he had a shoot fight with Tonuki in the War of Worlds. Yes.
War of the Worlds.
The War of Worlds, yeah, basically, yep. And he also special guest referee in WrestleMania 1, which he punched Roddy Piper in.
That's not surprising.
That's surprising, yeah. So it's basically what can you say about him? Eddie Wood. What can you say? Also, he had what was it? A 56-5 record for boxing, which is really good.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
56-5. Let me double check that.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, 56-5. Yep.
That's not bad at all.
That's
great. Okay. Do you guys want to keep going?
Yes, we're almost there. So basically, I think all the nominees actually deserve their spots.
Right.
Actually deserve all their spots, and congratulations to all of them.
Mhm.
Hopefully,
Yay.
like I know there's some people saying that Bray Wyatt should have been on there and all that, but there's still always years ahead. So there's always he's going to be in a Hall of Fame. He's going to be in a Hall of Fame sooner or later. So you just have to wait on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now let's talk about Yep, the last thing we're talking about, WrestleMania predictions. Oh boy.
All right, we got to barrel
Oh my
through
God.
this because I gotta go to bed soon because I have to work.
All
So we
right
get to
then.
just barrel through this shit.
Yeah.
All
Oh
right,
my
so
God,
we're
yeah.
gonna go. All right, so as been confirmed, there's it's been confirmed the night 1, night 2 matches are there. So okay, so night 1. So let's talk about Rhea and Becky. Let's just for the women's world championship. Who do you
Can we
think is gonna
just
win this match?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna say Rhea.
Rhea.
Rhea. I will have to
Rhea.
say. Okay, Rhea. I will have to say. Let's say they could do Becky, but I'll go for Rhea for right now.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna have to type. You're gonna have to remember these so we can just watch. So I can watch it on YouTube later.
So,
You're gonna have to,
oh, don't
you're
worry.
gonna
We're gonna go over who has the most correct by the next.
Oh
stream.
yeah, perfect.
Okay,
Gunther
so
versus Sami Zayn.
Intercontinental Championship. Gunther's
Gunther.
the champion.
Sami Zayn.
Are you?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
no, I don't think he's
I'm
gonna win.
I'm gonna say Gunther because Gunther's been super good right now. He's been really good.
All
I
right,
think
yeah.
happy him. No, you can still say Sammy. If you think Sami Zayn's
All right.
gonna win, say Sami Zayn's gonna win. This you can't
Sami
be.
Zayn.
You can't be
yeah.
wrong. You can't be more than wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6-team ladder tag team pass. Judgment Day versus DIY versus the Awesome Truth versus New Day versus A Town Down Under and New Catch for Talking.
Who do you think's gonna win that one?
That's a fucking good one. I'm gonna say the New Day.
You, Augie?
Awesome Truth.
I'm gonna have to say Awesome Truth because I feel like they're hinting because you know how the segments with Judgment Day and then R-Truth or whatever has been going on Monday Night Raw and stuff.
Yeah.
And R-Truth gets his revenge.
Yeah.
And wins it with the Miz.
Yeah.
Now
That's
that match.
what's up. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Because now this one, next match. This one is a very personal match. It's brother versus brother, Jay versus Jimmy Uso. Who do you think is gonna win this match?
I have no.
I want Jay to win.
I'm gonna say Jimmy because it wouldn't be surprised if one of the Bloodline people won.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Jay or Jimmy. This is a tough one. They could go with either or. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna say that Jimmy. I'm gonna say Jimmy Uso's gonna screw over Jay to continue the feud. I'm gonna say Jimmy. Jimmy wins this one.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Bianca Belair. Okay.
I would have been surprised if Rikishi was a special guest referee for that match. You know?
But then they're not doing that though.
Oh, that sucks though.
Okay. Bianca Belair, Jay Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control, which includes Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane.
6-women tag team match.
Yes.
Who think's gonna win?
Damage Control.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Black Girlies.
I'm gonna have to say since it's Jade Cargill's first official match, I'm gonna have to give it to. I gotta give it to Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
I'm gonna go with the Damage Control. I hope Damage Control wins this.
All right, Latino Warrior versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. They really had to call him Dirty Dominic. That sounds so bad.
Yes. The ones that representing Latino World Order is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Who do you think is going to win this match?
Let's go Santos and Dirty Dominic.
You, Augie?
Rey Mysterio.
And Dragon. So Latino World Order. Got it.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to have to say, due to how I see so far, it could be either or, but I'm going to go with, since you need some heel wins for WrestleMania, I'm going to have to say Santos and Dirty Dominic. They're going to screw over. I'm going to have to say Santos and Dominic Mysterio are going to win this one. Yeah. All right, now this one is most likely going to be the main event for night one. So it's going to be the Bloodline, the Rock and Roman Reigns, the Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, a tag match. So basically, this is a stipulation tag match where if Cody and Rollins win, all of Bloodline will be barred from ringside for night two during the matchup
Main event.
the main event of night 2 against Roman versus Cody for the WWE undisputed WWE Universal Champion night 2. But if Rock and Roman Reigns win, the championship night 2 will be under Bloodline rules. Who do you think is gonna win this one?
Bloodline, because they're gonna set it up so hopefully Cody finishes his story at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
In a better situation. Because if you have the babyface win the stipulation, and then the Bloodline will be that just doesn't make sense. Either that, or they're gonna fuck us over and have Roman win the fucking defend the title successfully under fucking no Bloodline rules. Okay.
Yeah, I think so, because I think they're planning some plot, to get Cody some help. Because I've been hearing rumors that John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin are all going to.
I think there's guarantees someone's going to get. It's guaranteed someone's going to get in there. It's guaranteed someone's going to get in there.
Okay.
So we all agree. Bloodline's going to win this match.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so night 2.
Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, who you think is going to win?
Drew McIntyre.
I think I'm going to have to say probably Drew McIntyre. I will not be probably Drew McIntyre because I feel like Seth Rollins hold the title for enough, and Drew McIntyre is really hot right now, especially with getting heat from the CM Punk thing. Like especially with the CM Punk feud he has with Punk.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Damian Priest cashes in. Or he's trying to cash in.
I wouldn't be surprised if he cashed in on Rhodes either. Okay. Io Sky versus Bayley for the WWE Women's World Championship.
I want Io Sky to win.
Io Sky.
The way I see it, I think Bayley's gonna win. Bayley's gonna win this one because Bayley is long overdue.
We can always explain it through tweets. I gotta get ready to go to bed. Let's lightning round the last 4.
All right.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
LA Knight. Yeah.
LA Knight.
LA Knight, yeah, because I feel like they're gonna give him. Okay.
And don't worry, you gotta record these for posterity once you listen back to it. Okay.
Yes, don't worry, they're recorded. All right, so the next one is the triple threat match for the United States Championship.
Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Orton. I'm gonna say Randy Orton because he just came back.
I think Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
This is a tough one, but I'm gonna have to make it with Orton. I could probably see. I'll say Orton for now because I wouldn't be surprised if Logan. I wouldn't be surprised if Logan retains, but I'm gonna say Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right, now for the six-man tag team street fight, the Pride, which is basically Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford.
Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits wouldn't be Fab. Who the fuck
versus
is
B-Fab?
Versus the Final Testament with Paul Allen and
Karrion Kross, Akam and Razor from I think what's it called?
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain, yep. With Scarlett and Paul Erning, yeah. Who do you think is going to win this one, the Pride or the Final Testament?
Final Testament. I wouldn't be surprised considering they got the Authors of fucking Pain.
You all
Final Testament.
Yeah, well, I think maybe Final Testament because we had to have, and then the final match. Depending on what the stipulations are, no matter what the stipulation, who do you think is going to win? The final one.
Unfortunately, Roman.
It needs to be Cody Rhodes. He needs to finish that damn story.
All right.
Roman.
I think it's going to be. For me, I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes because they have to finish the story. He cannot win 2 Royal Rumbles in a row and not finish the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's long.
I gotta go.
He lost last year, so Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
So that's a
It really
prediction
makes sense.
because if Ash Ketchum, Messi can finish their fucking stories, so can Cody Rhodes.
You're right.
So can fucking Cody. You know what I'm saying?
I have a joke for you guys. How many
Yeah.
Roma jabronis does it take to acknowledge a tribal jackass?
What?
None. Because the only thing that they're acknowledging is their own candy asses. Get it?
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. So that's our prediction so far. It's just
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this WrestleMania is gonna be a big, huge night for the next 2
Yeah.
nights.
Man,
So depending how it is, depending how things go, we'll see.
get your sodas, beer, and pop ready, and get your snacks ready. It's gonna be a long night, guys. WrestleMania. Man,
Yep,
it's gonna be awesome.
it's gonna be 2 nights. So basically, this Saturday and Sunday. So
Woo.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Man,
I'm very excited.
Man, me too.
And I remember the thing Augie told me, like, if Cody doesn't win, we're not doing the damn review. That's what he said.
I wouldn't want to do it either way.
Yeah, we'll see what happens around there, but I feel like we're still going to go over WrestleMania either way.
Yeah.
We're going to go over WrestleMania either way.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
I guess everyone. So I guess we're all done. Let's do our final thoughts. All right. So.
All right, let me go
All right.
first because I got to get ready to go to bed. Shout out to
All right.
I got a couple shout outs to go to. Shout out to Chico. He's a really cool guy. He made my little avatar that I currently use for Twitch Momo. I also want to shout out Mavis the Dark, who and Shame Holm. Yes, there's a guy named Shame Holm. I also got to shout out Relakios, and I also got to shout out the Trans Florida group chat for Discord, which is really cool because we're helping trans people get out of Florida, Tennessee, all the shitty states, you know. And then that'll be my thingy for shout out for today. Also, Squeaky Gamer. Shout out Squeaky Gamer and my pea shooter. Okay, you're all good.
Eddie, social medias and all that.
I already shouted them out before.
Oh, okay. And you, Augie, anything you want to say?
Well, you can just find me on Facebook, Augustine Garcia at Facebook.com. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so okay, I'm gonna do this quick. All right, so you can also find me on Twitter at Tails the Fox 2011. If I'm correct, that's what my tail. That's what my You can find me on Twitter. Other social medias I can't think of right now. Instagram, what's my Instagram? Hold on. You can also find me on Instagram. Find me on Instagram. My username is TillsTheFox2013. And I'm also those are the two I use so far. I'll probably add the other social media sites in the description. In the description for the video. For when I put it on what do you call it? So basically Tails the Fox 2011 on Twitter, X, formerly Twitter, which sounds so weird, and Instagram at Tails the Fox 2013. There we got it. So, all right. So thank you for everyone to joining in. I'm gonna try my best to upload this on multiple platforms because I'm still getting used to it. So how do you guys feel? Feel good?
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. So thank you for everyone for joining in, and I wish you all a good night.
All right, have a good night, y'all. I will see you probably sometime tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, for our little watch video game / WrestleMania watch thingy. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.